we are today with Jaydeep Mandal. He's a founder and managing director of Aakar Innovations. He's also a gifted citizen, and today he's going to talk about his project, Aakar Innovations. Jaydeep, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you tell us about, what's the mission of Aakar Innovations?
Yeah, so we started off as an organization to work on grassroots innovation, to how to commercialize this innovation into the market. Eventually, we tried out a number of innovation, but now our mission is basically to work on menstrual hygiene and how we can reach out, how we can take the compostable sanitary napkins to the mass, which is like women and girls in the developing countries across the world. And we are also working on the awareness side of it. So how we can make the women and girls aware about the challenges in this sector, as well as the basic knowledge. What is the science behind menstrual hygiene? What is the importance of it? Like the connection with the childbirth and all those stuff. Because right now the biggest challenge in this sector is basically they don't have the right knowledge, and that's how they do not give the importance in this topic, and they miss out. And then they use things which are not really good, and they don't follow the hygienic practices. So we do it, and we also engaging men and boys into the system, because they are the one the men have the money in the villages most probably. If they understand, so they will help their wives, their sister, to give money as well as to buy, so that they can buy the product, as well as with the boys in the schools. So if they understand, so they will not laugh and make fun out of those girls when they menstruate or when they come to the period. Other than they will help it out. So that's the work.
So you go to schools and teach boys.
Yes,
you have a assistant.
Yeah. So what we do, we work in a hybrid model. So our for-profit, which is Aakar Innovations Private Limited, works on sales of machine, raw material, and the product. Whereas our not-for-profit arm, which is Aakar Social Ventures, works on menstrual hygiene awareness and trainings. So we do trainings with the women, we do supervisor training, we do trainings with the women who make the pads, we do training with the women who sell the napkins, and also the awareness program. So awareness programs is conducted in a very efficient way. So we divided it, let's say, in two parts. So one is the science behind menstrual hygiene. We talk about this matter, but then it has to be conveyed through a person whom they know, whom they trust well. So we use the community women actually. So let's say in a village there are 1,000 women. So we find out someone, let's say, who has some lot of influence in the community, and then who is known to the community also. So we actually train that person, and that person then talk to the woman, because otherwise so they will not talk to us. Secondly, we also involve the doctors, women government doctors, the gynaes, and because in India the villagers, they feel like doctors are the god. If they say anything, they will trust that. So we involve them, and some of the workshops, they come over there and talk about it. Other time, we make small videos. The videos are divided again in two parts. One is science behind menstrual hygiene in a local language, and second part is real life examples about let's say someone has got infected by something which is the cause was basically they were not following hygienic practices. So give that real life example so that they realize that this is where the connections is. So that those videos we then showcase it through our awareness programs in the villages, and we also do this awareness programs in schools, where we engage the school teachers, and sometimes we have community workers again who go there and talk about it. But it's purely about activity-based things. It's not really a theoretical thing. So we do a lot of fun activities like games, then videos, animations, plays, all of this. Yeah, absolutely, all of them.
How many women have you impacted so far?
Yeah, we I think have reached out to about close to 1 million women. As a customer. But then I would not say everyone we have touched with our awareness programs, but in terms of customers, it will be about.
Are you doing this in every single hospital in India, or just how do you choose the community?
No, so actually community choose us. So they reach out to us. We get about 200 odd queries every month, and from the communities, from self-help groups, from corporate CSR, from government, from individual entrepreneurs who reach out to us and say they want to start this production unit in their community. So then we talk to them, we find out the place is good enough, and also we also help them in raising the money, because it costs about in Indian money about let's say about 8 to 10 lakh rupees, which is I think in dollar terms maybe $7,000-8,000. I think, forgetting the exact term. Yeah, so we help them out in that, and then we supply the machines, supply the raw material. We provide supervisor training who comes to our production training center in Delhi and Mumbai, and then we go there in the community and train the women who will produce the napkins. And then we also create a distribution channel, which is every village we identify one woman, who becomes the salesperson in that village, and she also does the awareness program. We get a commission about 3 to 4 rupees, Indian rupees per packet sale. And there is also like government buyback which happens through our hub and spoke model. So hub becomes basically a service point to supply the raw material supply and then look after the quality of the product, maintenance of the machine, as well as like the sales of the product. So that, and the bulk sales happens through this hub, through the government, corporate CSRs and all. So yeah, it's basically a ecosystem which we're trying to create, and we are working in 14 states in India, which includes like Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, then Chhattisgarh, Bihar, and it's like many others. And then we also work in like in tribal areas, which is like, and then in Gujarat, in Chhattisgarh, in many places. We have a large project in Gujarat to set up 600 production units in 5 years. Similarly, we are talking to UP government, Uttar Pradesh government, to set up about 800 production units there. We have started working in Africa also recently, in Kenya, Uganda. We're starting our work in South Africa. We have been to Afghanistan, so there also we're starting work with Aga Khan Foundation. Recently I've been to US, and there is a lot of interest into that, so we may start work. We're starting a pilot unit in Los Angeles in January.
You empower women.
Yeah.
What empowers you? What inspires you every day?
My inspiration comes from like the women again, because like when you go to a tribal community or else in a village community, so they are so homely. Like if you go there, they will not ask question, who are you? So they will give you water, let's say ask for food if you want to have it. They'll stay over here, then they will ask, who are you? And then like so that like if I do something maybe a one person thing, they will think like talk about 100%. So like if you create a small impact, that means a lot of things. And then they are the ones like who doesn't have facilities, doesn't have like they follow hygienic practices. If you do something for them, they can, for let's say create livelihoods for them, it's really. And then right now in at least in India itself, a lot of people are migrating from village to the cities. If you do not stop it, like India will destroy. So we're also trying to work on that side.
And the last question is, what is the point of life?
What is the point of life? For me, it's like I would say my passion area. So if I am passionate about anything, like so I would do that. And if I am not passionate about anything, so give me like $1 million, I will not just do it. And I'm passionate about traveling. I'm passionate about working with the communities. Yeah, and that's.
Thank you very much, Jaydeep.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.